Can you tell us how would you have approached this question? Role of Indian Earth observation satellite technology enhancing weather forecasting and disaster management. So it looks like a science and tech question, looks like a GS question. How did you answer this type of question?
I think whatever I could remember now. So first, in introduction, I gave examples of Earth observation satellites. That is first way, and the role of ISRO, the term ISRO will be there. Then some maps will be there, some diagrams will be there. And after that, I would have written. First part will be about weather forecasting, and second would be about disaster management. So in weather forecasting, I think it will be more of a generic kind of answer. So I would have written something related to agriculture. So how monsoon affects India's agriculture, and how this Earth observation satellite helps us predicting the weather, the El Nino effect, or the cloud bursting effect, all those. So and I also gave example. I might have gave example of that Mausam app of IMD. Okay, so how they link this data into this app, and the app will be user friendly for the farmers to take steps in case of difficult weather. I think that, and in part of disaster management, I think I would have divided it into like for forecasting flood, for forecasting forest fires, and for drought forecasting. Like that only I would have answered this question. So exactly I am unable to recall, but that
I just wanted how does your mind work? So if I'm summarizing, you have picked up all the keywords of the question. Okay, you have picked up the word Indian Earth observation satellite. You have picked up the word weather forecasting. You have picked up the word disaster management.
Yes.
Okay, then you probably pick up the most important first word. You try maybe explaining that, linking with ISRO and all of that.
Yes.
Then you have, I think, broken up the topic called weather forecasting.
Yes.
Okay, and then broken up the topic called disaster management.
Yes.
Okay, and examples you might have given.
Yes.
So if I ask you, how do you link this with paper one?
For the satellite technology, I think 1 or 2 lines we can write in a conclusion about how this helped India, the Rostov's development model, stages of growth. So I think this satellite technology helped India from going towards the last one, the consumption.
So applied basis of how it can be used for regional development,
yes.
How it was used for economic development. And you also mentioned El Nino. That's also paper one mapping to some extent.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But this is one of those questions where it is difficult to link with paper one. So, but we can add something in introduction or conclusion. Why are millets considered as nutri-cereals? So you can write what all nutrition contents are there, and why it is climate resilient. So it needs less water, and we can saw the dryland areas. Dryland
areas, correct, very nice.
Yes. And millets is also called. We can do 2 maps, that dryland areas and where the millets are cultivated, the Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra part. And we can see that why millets can be helpful. Discuss the constant and opportunities in millet cultivation in India. So we can give some introduction about millet cultivation in India, where we will have used those maps. And in constant, we could have wrote that like it is limited to a few parts of the country, and how we are focusing more on rice wet, the canal irrigation. All this has diverted India's agrodiversity towards rice wet. So, and also in constant, we can write that lack of awareness, all these things. And in opportunities, we can link it with the agroecological regions of India where millets is suitable. And opportunity, you also can write that what all schemes are India is implementing and how it is changing the narrative. Like in Odisha Millets Mission, I could have given one case study kind of thing. And how it has been successful in the tribal belt of Odisha. So like that, I would have approached this question.
In fact, I tell everybody, if they can and they should master 1 or 2 states detail, whichever state they come from. Okay, what are the districts, what are the rivers, what are the programs? Yeah,
I get many examples from Odisha in all my papers because I was acquainted with all these schemes. Yes.
And you could draw the map of Odisha and show the case studies, districts, and illustrate it. Brilliant, excellent.
Poultry sector, first I gave some potential that poultry sector can help us in integrated farming. So apart from and I also may have shown that cyclic way, how poultry sector can be integrated into the normal cultivation, like the poultry food. Poultry food comes from the leftover amount from rice wet. or
Okay.
also it can be integrated into fisheries. So that
Okay.
I may have given that in the challenges part. And
Okay.
first, to explain, the India's poultry sector has become one of the fastest growing areas of the country's agriculture sector. So I could have given some examples, some reasons why it is fastest growing area, because India have many small and marginal farmers. So and poultry sector can have given them some additional income as well. And its
Excellent.
opportunity. Then I would have drawn a map of India and which part has more poultry sector. I would have given that. And particularly here I took a guess that like the North Indian is vegetarian, so and in South India it might be in South India and from Eastern India. So I would have given that intensive poultry farming and some mid-level farming and some rare poultry sector. Like the density map can be given, like
Okay.
highest,
Okay.
medium, and lowest. So
Okay.
highest is this coastal area, like the Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu,
Makes
this part.
sense. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not sure whether this is correct or not, but I have given this eastern side that it is highest in poultry sector
Because you're
and lowest.
familiar with Odisha, so you could have
Yes,
related that with Odisha.
yes.
Yeah, makes sense.
And I
Absolutely. Yeah.
and I saw less in the part of northern part. That is the lowest density of poultry sector is found there. And also I would have given some examples of poultry variety also. I am unable to recall now, but some Kadaknath kind of chicken is there in West
Yes.
Bengal.
Yes.
Yes, and
Yes.
some
Yes.
and other some two three names I would have remembered, but I am forgetting now. So
Okay.
that I have given in opportunities, I think. So examine its
Okay.
opportunities. So one will be small and marginal farmers are there. It will give them additional income, and the dryland farming area could have poultry as a shock absorber kind of thing, and it can also help in the climate resilient agriculture in opportunities. And I think these are few on, and also in opportunity we can write that it can be integrated into aqua farming and also aquaculture
Okay.
also.
Because of
Because the
the chicken
excreta
feed
of poultry
and
sector, yes, yes. The excreta of poultry sector can be a feed for the fisheries.
okay, I
So,
didn't know that.
like,
Okay. Okay.
so
So
that I
again,
would
if
have
I
given.
rephrase it, so what I find both in the previous question of millets and in this one, you have answered every part of the question. So if this first statement says poultry sector the fastest growing areas, you pick up that word, yes, it is fastest growing, and then you tell us why is growing, some data there. Then you have made a point to show some map in terms of some distribution, maybe density or areas like in millets you talked about the dryland farming areas, what type of millets. So map you have shown distribution. Then you have separately taken up the word opportunities, 1, 2, 3, 4. With paper one, you're linking dryland farming, you're linking agri-climatic
Agroclimatic
maybe
conditions.
regions, you're linking that with small farmers, marginal farmers, and all of that. And then separately challenges. The same you have done even in the previous question.
Yes.
Nutritious, climate resilient. You use the word constraints, you use the word opportunities, and then you have developed it. Okay, so very nice. So read the question properly, know the subpart of the questions, and for each subpart, elaborate it. Use maps. Okay, and you have used lot of local examples, right? From Odisha, from your district, from your work
Yes.
experience. Excellent, excellent.